Alright. We're here. We're ready. Let's go. Let me get my audio turned down. There you go. And then, let me... there we go. And then we'll do the second song in the list. Come on. Shuffle playlist, loop playlist. Perfect. Alright, I'll put it up to about this volume. Is that too loud? A little bit less. Do 26. Alright, we're ready. Droodles killed my ears. Good. I'm trying to squeeze my chair in. Alright. Give me some suggestions. Hello, Lego. How are you doobling? Alright. Where is my $100 you owe me last time? No. Conf Panzer 70? Sure. Yeah, I was going to do a Platoon stream, but I forgot, so I guess we'll do that next time. I also need to do a 10-hour Quetzal stream, but obviously I haven't done that yet. I woke up too late today to do it, so maybe tomorrow. No, I won't be able to do it tomorrow because I have to be up for my weekly update video. So maybe Friday. Maybe Friday. Need to warm up? No, Lego. Alright. Here we go. Bum, 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 ba, boom. Thank you very much for the donation, though, for the 200 LT. That'll be a chill tonkler to play in. Pony de Planto. Plantano. Interesting name. Alright. We're moving up. I need to turn up my game audio a bit as well. I'll fix that in a moment. 10-hour Quetzal stream, indeed. I mean, it probably won't be the Quetzal the whole stream, just because there will probably be donations and stuff for different tanks, but imagine if that had it. We will be playing the Quetzal for quite some time. Ow. Bruh. How am I still spotted? Alright. I don't think I was spotted, to be honest. Now I am. But I need to move up. This enemy team is being rather cringler right now. There you go. Nice 618. That's always a good trade. The Conf Panzer 70 just hits so hard. 560 alpha on a tier 9 heavy is kind of insane when you take a second and think about it. You want to trade with me again, Shkoda? Let's go. Bye-bye. That's a nice shirt. Indeed, it is a nice shirt. I have a bunch of Wargaming shirts that I bought a while back. I actually have like 3 of the same of each type because it was cheaper to buy like the same. So what I normally do is I'll wear this shirt and then I'll put on the same shirt I have tomorrow or the next day. So I'll wash all 3 of them tomorrow. Damn. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Reloading. Tragic. Well, I might as well YOLO at this point. Ah, there it is. The Skilled Conqueror in their spawn. My bruh. I'm actually going to shoot the Emil. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm not allowed to have fun, I guess. I swear, every time I play this game, Wargaming just goes out of their way to make my experience unenjoyable. ISU will probably kill the Emil. Yeah. If I didn't get blocked by my teammate, I could have killed the Emil, but as usual. Now we're going to try and push the Conqueror. And he's probably going to bleed all of his health before I get a shot out. Oh my god, just let me shoot you, my guy. There we go. Finally, bruh. Wish RNG could be like World of Tanks. I wish my RNG just existed. Like, bounce the flat side and Emil, bro. It's always the easiest shots. Always the easiest shots. I mean, literally, flat side of one of the easiest tanks to pen. Still did fine, but really goofy, bro. Alright, T100 LT. T100's a weird tank because it has some really, really good capabilities. 3,400 DPM, it's super mobile, and it's a little rat. But downsides are that it doesn't really impact the result of the game a huge amount, because a lot of the games are now dominated by mediums. Jesus or Elvis? How about neither? How about I choose, like, me? Ha 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 ha. Remember you had a 50B shirt? Did I? I don't remember buying a 50B shirt. This one's the P43 anniversary and the... Is that the AMXmas? No, that's a Balshation. Why don't I use camo on the T100? I am using camo. What are you talking about? You mean the camo equipment? Because I'm running that too. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, my guy. Maybe you should go look at my equipment loadout. I'm not really sure what to do here right now. Come on, get up the... bro, can my tank get up the hill? There we go. $220. That's such a lame roll. 220 again, brother. But you know what? We're bleeding the enemy. I don't understand why this ridge is refusing to work with me right now. I'm just trying to wedge my tank up this ridge like this so I can get the gun depression to shoot the enemy. For some reason, it would not allow me to do that on the enemy IS-7. It's actually really irritating. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move over this way. Try and help out this WZ. Let's see if I can get some damage into these players. That did not go anywhere where I wanted it to. There you go. 248. Oh boy, we are really juicing the enemy right now, aren't we? Oh. How many shots will I have to fire at the Super Conch turret to not pen? Oh, that one penned. 219. Oh my god, these are the worst rolls I've ever seen in my life. WZ got penned. There's the E4. Okay. You know, for how accurate this thing is, it really does like to miss a lot of easy shots. Okay. Okay. Okay, game. Alright. There you go. 239. Love to be able to shoot the Hovry. Nice. 219. Truly crazy roll, and then I got shot by the Sheridan. Bye-bye. This is pretty bad right now, but what I'm hoping is that I can back up, get a nice shell into the IS-7 once, and I can continue to sit here and not be able to hit the IS-7 in the lower plate, because evidently I don't have the gun depression. That one penned, and if the IS-7 continues to try and hide, we'll get the clearing shot. It's obviously pretty important. Okay. That Rhino, if he keeps looking at me, will give me the opportunity to get an easy pen rate. Ah, and he hits that, of course. Best player ever. But that's fine. If I sit right here, that Leopard's going to roll right onto the side of that player, take them out of the game. I'll let the Super Conch look at me if he wants. Really, I don't need to worry, because he's dead either way. We did pretty good this game, to be entirely real, so I can't get mad. We did 3,700 damage, we got a victory. But that was a bit of a cringe game. That was a pretty... Every single shot we had was the worst roll I've ever seen. I mean, you guys saw that. 200 damage every shot. Every single shot. 200, 200, 200. That's crazy. Let's see, what is the average damage loading gold on this thing? Yeah, it's like 290. I don't know... Or no, 260. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You lose 50 damage when loading premium. Alright. If you were stranded on an island, what other Blitz YouTuber would you pick to help you? I don't even know any other Blitz YouTubers. Well, I'd have to pick somebody that's like, I don't know, maybe Watby. He lives in Pakistan. He said in like the middle of a forest, so I'll pick that guy. At least it's AP. That's true. Okay, you ignoring me? What am I ignoring? Who's tuning with you on Quetzal stream? Do you want to tune with me on the Quetzal stream? Is that what you want, Damie? Flossie? No. Flossie has zero survival instinct, I would assume, outside of, you know... I mean, neither of us really have a huge amount of survival instinct in the wild, but Flossie probably has about as much as me. In other words, not a lot. I'd rather pick somebody that actively lives in an area where they need to know what they're doing. Okay. E4, T30. Well, there's a lot of people asking for the T30, so I'll do that after this game in the M46 Jaguar. Do you ever use Supercharger? Very rarely. It's only on certain tanks that it makes a noticeable impact on. A good example would be the ATAC Tier 9 British light tank. No, it's American. It's American. I always think of Hesh vehicles having the British nation behind them, but obviously the ATAC says freedom on the back. It's an American vehicle. The name of the tank sounds British. The play style, everything about that tank reminds me of Britain, but it's an American tank. Either way, the ATAC I run Supercharger on because its shell velocity on the high explosive is only 300 meters a second. So buffing that by 35% makes it like, what, 400? Something around there. It's enough that it makes it somewhat usable, but most tanks, you just lead your shots. But when your shell velocity is less than like 500, it's pretty impossible to lead your shots. So, certain tanks, it's definitely worth it. Most of them I wouldn't recommend to run Supercharger on. Learn how to lead your shots, you don't need it. 429 high explosive into that player. Oh, no you don't. Is that T49 really gonna keep poking that? I'll shoot the Leopard. The thing about the M46 Jaguar is that it has crazy good DPM. Like, ridiculously good DPM. However, apparently the M30 and 53 TP are both just going to sit there. Okay, well, I'm going to move over this way. Let's get a shell into the T49. There you go. Nice 310. Reloading. Nope, not able to hit that one. My reload's just a little bit longer than I'm expecting it to be, so if I wait a teeny bit... There you go. Nice shell into the Leopard again. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play smart. I'm going to move all the way over here. Oh, there you go. There's the enemy Yo. That's why I made that play, because I was worried about that Yo. So, if we can bleed that player out, that'll be the best play right now. That's exactly what we're going to do. There you go. Third shell into the Yo. Already taken half that player's health off. And fourth shell into the Yo. I don't think they're enjoying our company all too much. It's aiming on the T49 to give you a nice little love tap. That player's taken out of the game. We got the M46 on us. The Yo bounced me, which means we can push up over here. And we can take this Yo out of the game because he has no shells left. There you go. Yo's taken out. We can use the dead Yo carcass as cover. Get a nice shell into the enemy Leopard. And because we have more DPM... Well, I was going to say we'll take them out, but it doesn't really matter. I basically single-handedly carried all of medium flank, even though Wargaming gave me a flat disadvantage. Still really cringe. Okay, thank you, RNG. I love missing super easy shots. There you go. Nice tracking shell into the T30. Got my adrenaline cooking. Okay, where did that shell go? Nobody knows. Let's try again. There you go. Well, I'm not going to say that I carried this game, but I kind of carried this game. Like, this tank is a beast. It really is. Let's take a look at the post-game results. 4,600 damage, 1,053 assisted. We aced the tank. This is why I really do think the M46 Jaguar is really good, and it's kind of ironic because a lot of people were trashing on this tank before it got released, and it's really good. I mean, it's got 3,250 DPM at tier 9, which is crazy good DPM for a tier 9 medium. Like, that's crazy good. You don't mess with this tank. I consider riding a bike like the Ducati. No. I don't like motorcycles that much. I'm the kind of person that runs over motorcyclists in GTA because I find it funny. So, Lego bought a motorcycle for like 20 or 30 grand, I think, which is cool, but personally, I don't really see much of an advantage to buying a motorcycle. I'd much rather own, you know, something that doesn't have a chance of me dying. Running rammer. I'm running rammer on everything right now, just to try it out and see how it works. So far, it's actually been fine. I wouldn't recommend most people do it, but if you're a good enough player, you can take advantage of the DPM that rammer gives you. In that game, it really helped, obviously, being able to bleed out the M6 or the M30, the enemy Leopard, and the what was it? The T49. Ritter can F an enemy flank when it's in a supporting position. It can. It's a very good tank. Bad voice crack there, but it can. It's a very good tank. I think the Ritter is one of the best. I would say the Avenir is the best of all the four, though. If you're skilled, the Avenir is a beast. It's got DPM, it's got mobility, it's got clipping damage. It's really nice. Would you own a tank in real life? I mean, sure, but at the same time, there's not much... Like, what am I going to do with it is the question you have to ask yourself. Yeah, it's a good trade there, BZ. 694 off your vehicle. What's more impressive is our BZ just let the guy poke and didn't shoot him. You know, that's what you do. You just let people poke without punishing them. Well, bro just got punished pretty hard, and you're going to get punished even harder. Yeah, have you learned your lesson yet? Are you going to keep poking that? Like, it's always funny to me. You have these people which literally just can't think for themselves. Look, he's still poking again. He's only bled all of his health. No, you just get out of the game, bro. Just get out. Yeah, you're running away. Bye. Like... What's the thought process? I'm going to poke this guy, even though I've already bled all of my health, just because I'm angry? Like, I don't get it. Nice. 800 into that 50 TP's lower plate. This guy just shot, and the dumbest part about the T30 is that it has really, really good DPM. There you go, 612. Is that guy stock? I think he is. Yeah, that's the stock gun. Load in high explosive. We got a TS5 right here. But this TS5 doesn't realize that I can aim it on his lower plate from this position. Yep. If I could get a tank IRL... Oh, if you could. I mean, if I could have an IRL tank, it would be... I don't know what tank I'd pick IRL. Probably... the AMX series. I think those AMX tanks are really fun. Don't have the angle to hit that player. Okay, let's just keep going. On WZ, poke it. Ah, come on. There you go. 747 off that player. This tank's so dumb. Damn. I'm just gonna go around the corner. Really? 669? The average high explosive damage on this tank is 960, which means even with Spall Liner, we should have rolled close to 780-ish, and we rolled 660 on that. That's awful. That's only 20 more alpha than my AP. Like, what? I mean, we still did 5,000 damage, absolutely destroyed the entire enemy team without even breaking a sweat, because it's a T30, it's completely overpowered, and it needs to be nerfed. Why does this tank get 1900 health? Why does this tank have 2700 DPM, a 640 alpha, 10 degrees of gun depression, a turret which you can't pen on a ridgeline? I don't know. I really don't. But that's wargaming for you. Emil 1951? Sure. I have not played the Emil 1951 in maybe 2 years, so I'll play it. That's a lie. Evidently, I've played it on this account, so maybe I have played it within 2 years, but it's a very fun tank either way. Boom, 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 boom. T30 over E4. Oh, the T30 tier for tier is way better than the E4. But the E4 is a great tank, so they're not really comparable. T30 is a hull-down fighter, the E4 is a town fighter, right? What you do with the E4 is you poke the enemy, and you quickly snap them and back into cover. Let me turn my game volume up to, like, 60%. There we go. What's your favorite tank among the current modern ones? I don't really care about modern tanks, to be honest. No, what is this? No, I don't want that song playing. This isn't even the playlist that I put on. Alright, whatever. We'll just play without music. Alright, we got the... being captured. Let's head over here. We spotted the Dracula. There's the T49. Damn, that shell did not do what I wanted it to. Alright, well, T49's bailing. It's possible we can hit the T49 if he runs over here. There you go. Let's reload the clip. We need music? No. 10. 9. This is like playing the Waffenträger. Still reloading. And reloading. And reloading. See if anybody tries crossing over there. We have the IS-3, but I physically can't pen that player as of yet. Nope. That was even exactly where I aimed, but again, can't really do anything to that player. Get one shell into you. One shell into you. Alright. Reloading again. Nah, we'll just wait here. I was gonna flank, but there's really no point. Alright, reloading. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we have our shells back. Let's see. Dracula crosses. Boom. Easy shell into the Drac. We have the enemy IS-3, which I don't really care about. That player won't pen me. Let's head over here. Yeah. That was worth. We actually out-traded them by quite a bit. Now what we have to do is back up, though, because I have a feeling that Dracula is going to try and roll off to my flank. So, let's move over this way. Let's put on our speed boost, and let's head over here. There's the enemy Yo. I don't really care about that player. Where'd the Dracula go? Nice. 281 into the T49. There you go. That player's out of the game. Yeah, I really don't know what that enemy Drac, what their plan was. Not that it matters. Take the Yo out of the game. The M7 Yo. Yeah, the Dracula went over to base A. Like, I knew the Drac was flanking. I just don't know why. It was a little too late. Yeah. Bye-bye. Boom, boom, boom. Well, either way, pretty easy win. Emil 1951's a great tank. It's got a super good gun, it's got decent mobility, and good hull-down capabilities, which allow you to have a pretty enjoyable experience overall. I'm heating up leftovers. What are you eating? Boom, 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 boom. Not bad. 2,700 damage. 113 I haven't played in a year. Well, that's not true. I have played the 113 on many streams. In fact, a couple weeks ago I played the 113. So I definitely haven't waited a year to play in this Chinese heavy. That's not correct. 113 is honestly a really good tier 10. 3,200 DPM alone is fantastic. The gun itself, it's kind of mediocre on dispersion. But because it has so much DPM, and because this thing has really good mobility, it's still a super solid tank. Yeah, I'm not sure where you got that idea. Alright, what do we have going on here? 3 heavies, 3 tank destroyers, 1 light. What is that light tank? It's T100. Okay. At least it's not a Sheridan or a Bat Chat. You know, I haven't really been seeing the Bat Chat anymore. It's still played, but not nearly as much as it used to be. Which is a good thing, because I hate fighting Bat Chats. It is such an absolutely cringe tank to go up against, and I think you guys will agree. What we're going to do in this game is we're going to start by moving up to the overlook here. And I'm going to try and cross it. Yes, beautiful. Hello, is anybody there? Well, we have the enemy 100. Boom, 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 boom. Nice, 305. Something a lot of people don't know about the 113 is that it actually has really, really good premium damage. Like, I think it's 360. Even though we've rolled 330 every single shot, I think it is like 360, which is quite nice. Be nicer if this 50B didn't get in my way and block me. 320 again, wow. This 50B is really annoying. I hate when teammates just get in your way. It's just, like, do we have to? That's my question. There you go. 360, wow. I have not gotten a single roll that has been average so far. Every single shot has low rolled. Every single shot. 405, there you go. Our first average roll of the game. Thankfully, the Yag bounced me. We're going to keep pushing the 57 heavy because that player is a bigger threat. 446, there you go. That one's not terrible. Just going to wait here and bait the... Actually, you know what? The 57 doesn't want to look at me. That's completely fine. There you go. Yag Panzer shoots the 50B, which gives me the opportunity to aim it on the Yag's track wheel. Nice 445. Grill shoots the Yag, and the 50B takes that player out of the game. And just like that, we've already dealt over 3,000 damage. I mean, just such a good example of this tank's DPM. Spaghetti bolognese. I've been watching MasterChef with my parents, and I will tell you that they are very critical of Italian food. Don't want to mess it up. Let's aim it on that 50B. Damn. Shell missed by an inch. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Nice 419. I'm just gonna keep going. This VK90 needs to get out of my way. Alright, let's go. Full speed. Let's get an easy shell into the 50B. This VK90 is still in my way. Get off me, bro. Get off me. Get off me. Like, it's not that hard to just not block your teammate. 399. Put on my adrenaline. 412. It's kind of crazy I out-reload the VK90. But that's why the 113 is really good. 4,800 damage in this game. It's just a really fun tank. There you go. What is interesting is the fact that my alpha on the gold is 360. And I know that for a fact, and yet every single premium shell I fired rolled 330 to 300. Like, if I go over to the gun, we can take a look, and you'll see. 360 gold right there. Most tanks that have 400 alpha go down to 340 when firing gold. The T110E5 will be a good example. 340, as you can see. All 400 alpha tanks go down to 340. The Object 260, 340. The 113 is unique because what happened is when Wargaming increased the alpha damage of the standard to 420, they also increased the premium alpha from 340 to 360. But they nerfed the standard alpha back down to 400, but they left the premium the same. So essentially, loading gold, you have the same DPM as the old 113. Firing standard, you have slightly less. Because of that, it's actually a unique heavy. It's the same for the Chieftain. The Chieftain Mark 6 also used to have 360 premium APCR on its alpha. I wonder if the Tier 9 FV215 Chieftain Proto is 360. Nope, 340. Can you play the BZ with the 152? Well, I usually only run the tank with a 152, because I'm not sure why you would play it with the smaller gun. I mean, to be fair, this gun is not bad. It's got really good alpha, it's got decent DPM, and pen and everything, but in general, I would not recommend to run the other gun on this tank. Thank you very much, Zero, for the donation. Appreciate it, my dude. Nice to see you on the channel. I saw you in stream chat very briefly yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Wargaming has to remove reactive. I agree. I actually made a video complaining about the E50M saying it needs a nerf, but I think I... Did I forget to upload the video? I don't know what happened, but I'll post the video. I'll find the clips, because I did record a video, and you actually just reminded me. Yeah, I recorded a whole video complaining about the E50M, saying that it needs to be nerfed. Wargaming is living in delusional land if they haven't decided to nerf it yet. The vehicle is completely overpowered. Every single time I've complained about a tank being OP, it's been nerfed. And every single time I've done it, there's always people that come into the comments and they start crying that I've complained a vehicle is too overpowered. And I'm like, bro, I'm one of the top players in the server. I understand when a tank needs to be nerfed. And the tank, the E50M, needs to be nerfed. It is simply too strong. Sometimes patience is key. And aiming in my shot and making sure that it penned that WZ was the right play. And because of that, the WZ is now down half their health. We have the enemy Bisonte, which I'm going to aim in right on the lower plate of for 576. And come on, dump it. Yeah, there you go. Great. So now I know I out-reload you. You just dumped your reserve shell. So I will just... Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, 503. Now, what's really sad is I actually might be screwed, because I don't have support right now. Maybe the 252 will help me, but I really don't have much support behind me, which is a serious problem. And with the Progetto on my flank, and the Barask, it's not a very good thing. I'm just gonna try and bait this player. Yes, there you go. Beautiful. Alright, and move out of my... Oh my god, move! Thank you. 604. I know that the Bisonte doesn't have a shot. I don't really care about him. Goodbye. Now I gotta reload for this enemy Chisei. 5, 4. I may have a dead driver. I may have a dead everything. But you know what I don't have? Nothing on my gun is hurt. Which means I can still pen a very easy shell right into your vehicle. Alright, that guy's dead, which means the only tanks left are the Barask and the T49. Alright, let's see if I can get that T49 shot. Let's keep going. Oh, you're cooked, my guy. You are absolutely cooked. Oh, 785 standard high explosive. This thing chunks. And just like that, we did over 3,600 damage this game. I really, really, really like this vehicle, and the reason why is because the gun is super good. And we can see that. I mean, this tank really does just chunk. And it's not actually that inaccurate. I mean, you'd think for what it is, this tank would be like the most inaccurate thing ever, but it's actually not. I mean, you can see the gun hits most of its shots, surprisingly. Why is the Hesh rolling so bad? I'm telling you, Wargaming, like, rigs my RNG. Like, every single Hesh shell low-rolled. I had a 500 roll on the Chisei. Just whatever. I mean, I'm telling you, Wargaming goes out of their way to, like, make my life unenjoyable sometimes. I take it back. That was a standard HE, and I'm still pretty sure that low rolled. What did we roll? 780 on that T49? The average damage of this high explosive is 750, so we actually average rolled him, but the other ones were low rolling. Have a good one, Zero. Thank you for the donations, my guy. Alright, let's go play in the Object 260, the Tier 10 Soviet Collector Heavy. 3100 DPM. You know what the problem with the 260 is, in my opinion? It has the DPM, but it doesn't have anything else. I mean, compare the 260 to a 113. What exactly does it have over the 113? Well, the mobility is better, but not a lot better. I mean, you reverse at 20, which is nice, but apart from that, you have flat, worse hull armor. Your turret is way worse than the 113s. You have much worse premium penetration. You have APCR standard, just like the 113. So, really, you're kind of driving a worse 113 in most areas. You just have a slight mobility advantage. I wish this tank had a bit more DPM. Or, which is what I actually want, is more armor on this thing. Okay, well, our team looks like they're going this way, so I'll support them. I'll support them. Okay, our team doesn't know where they're going. I take it back. Our team has no clue where they're going. But I will continue going this way. I will continue going this way. There's the 215b. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, E100. Nobody's right there. They only have a Contracaro in terms of tank destroyers, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright. I'll take it. It's 160 damage I didn't have. That E100 is going to be a pain. And we have nobody wide right now. I'm going to back out. I don't like the spot I'm in. I really, really don't want to be shot by that E100, but I don't know if I have a choice. Oh, there we go. We got the 50 TP right there. 408. Nice. We got our adrenaline cooking. So we're sitting at like 3,500 DPM right now, maybe even more. There you go. Another easy shot into the 50 TP. Let's move over here. Let's reload. There you go. Another nice shot. We actually got a bounce, which is rather surprising. And the 50 TP gets the clear. We have the enemy 215b, who is showing me his lower plate. We get a nice 460. Thing about the 215b is that it doesn't reverse very fast. So there you go. That's what I was about to say. Bro, if he wants to get out of there, needs to put on, like, speed boost or something. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to load in high explosive and just keep HEing him in the roof. There's nothing that player can really do to counter me. And that's really as simple as it is. Just load in another high explosive, another 160 damage. That's 300 health we've taken off that player. What are they going to do? I mean, I just keep HEing them over and over and over. Then I heat them in the roof because they showed me their roof. This is why the 2 and 5B, no matter how good it is, will always be plagued with problems. Because at the end of the day, its track wheel sucks, and it has no mobility to get out of these awkward situations like this one it's currently stuck in. This guy's just cooked at this point. Got another shell into his tank. He's out of the game. Now I'm going to start shooting the 907 if I can. Or not the 907. The 907 is going to shoot the 100. I'm going to get to the side. There you go, 368. Still king of low rolls, aren't we? Well, not a bad game either way. Pretty good battle for the most part. I know Droodles could be one of the best comp players. I mean, at the end of the day, I just don't put time into comp anymore. Mainly because I already got what I wanted, which was professional orange. And the second reason is just because I don't really gain anything from playing comp. Like, it takes too much time, too much effort, and the reward is maybe a bit of money if the team does very well, but at the end of the day, it's just not enough of a reward. Maybe at some point I'll try out for Cora's team, if he would let me, and, you know, see what he thinks, but I'd have to practice on mobile a bit more. Type 71. I would highly recommend you get your hands on the Type 71. Did you see the 10K mouse replay? What, did Meadsy make a video on it or something? I mean, is it recent? Let me see. Meadsy usually does replays. No, he didn't. Unless he videos. No, he did not. Okay. Alright, let's go back. I was going to play in the... I'm forgetting. The Type 71, that's right. Japan. Type 71 is insane. Its DPM, not great. It's 2,500. But to make up for the rather mediocre DPM, the vehicle has gun depression. It has really, really good armor, which we're going to be running. And it's just kind of insane in everything else. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. He did? Oh, never mind. What is your biggest hot take against comp tanks? It's not really a hot take, but it is if you compare it to the comp players, and that is the fact I think reactive is stupid, and the comp players need to learn how to use tanks that don't just use reactive. For example, I think the 60 TP is a fantastic tier 10 heavy, which should still be used in comp, and I proved when I went up against Cora with his AMX M4 that had reactive, that the 60 can absolutely beat it. And it still won't be used, but it's proof. Like, there are plenty of tanks that don't rely on reactive that are just as strong as tanks that do. And unfortunately, these comp players only use a set amount of vehicles because of that. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I'm gonna move up. Good job, Leopard, or 121, you already nuked. I'm gonna keep going down the water here. There's the 183. I hate how slow you are in water. Once we get out of the water, we're gonna be a lot quicker. Oh, there goes our 121. Ah, we got the 4005 right over here. There you go, a nice 432. Ah, and the camping destiny. There it is. Alright, well, what we have to do is we have to back up. And I'm going to make my way over here. The reason why is because I want to get this mouse taken out. I want to get this other player taken out. But the only way to do that is to... Oh my god. Great. My game's already over. There's only so much you can do. And when you have a Leopard on you, and you have an E75 on the other side, and you have everything else going on, as I said, there's only so much you can do. And this is one of those games where I'm doing that so much. But now we have a Destiny on our rear. Like, really? Really? I just can't get a break, can I? So I got the Destiny on my rear, which I have to deal with. Still got to try and angle against C75, which still pens me. I have the Leopard who's over here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one more shell into the 75, which makes him a one-shot. Then I'm going to... Oh, great, and there it is. There it is. I'm being shot by the 4005, too. So now I need to wiggle against this tank. A 4005 kills me. I mean, I literally could not have gotten tunneled by more of their team. The Leopard flanking behind me alone ruined everything. But the fact that we have just a 183 sitting on the ridgeline who didn't do anything to help me, the fact that our team didn't do anything at all to really support me is really disappointing. We have two players who could have moved up at any point, didn't. I don't understand it, I really don't. We'll do another game in the Type 71. It's not even the Type's fault. The Type did exactly what it needed to, which was called being a distraction. But what really bums me out is that we could have done a lot of damage in this game because there's a full health mouse that I would have been able to farm out. And because we got YOLO'd by a Leopard, a Destiny, the 4005 was still tunneling us, and the E75, we were the ones that were ultimately punished for making a proper play. So, oh well. Oh well. We'll try it one more time. Oh, I see. When did he make the video? Oh, 8 days ago. I see. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's try that again. That was a bit aggressive. I mean, it was aggressive, but I don't think I made any wrong play. I saw where the enemy 183 was right at the beginning of the game. And I saw the 50 TP was spotted over on the castle as well. We didn't see a Destiny, we didn't see the 75, and I saw the mouse in their spawn. So connecting the dots and using common sense, I decided to make an aggressive move to try and dig out the mouse. We saw the 4005, so I made the right play, backing up, and then the Leopard went behind us. If the Leopard was not behind us, I would have been completely fine. But because that Leopard ended up being behind us, I was the one who was ultimately punished because I couldn't move up. If I was able to move up, I wouldn't have gotten shot by the 4005, and I would have been able to push up on the E75, kill that player, turn around, and then deal with the Destiny. And I probably would have lived. But because that Leopard flanked, that was really the ultimate game changer for me. It still lost their team the game. If that Leopard had done the right thing, which was fight the enemy heavy hill, or not the heavy hill, but fight the hill in general, they probably would have had a much higher chance of winning. Of course, the VZ doesn't aim, just pens me. Alright, well, I'm going to put on my adrenaline. Yep, there you go. Bro just hits the next shot. Clearly the best player ever. Okay. Alright. I don't even know where he penned me the second shell. Not that I care. I like how they're firing high explosive at me, too. Yep, there it is. There it is. Goes through my turret ring. It's hard to actually have fun in this game sometimes, and Dead Rail is the perfect example of that. Wargaming can suck my freaking nuts. I hate this map so much. I really do. There's nothing fun about Dead Rail. Absolutely nothing fun about it. Every single time you make a play, you get bled. Look at this. That VZ does what I did. He made one play, and every single tank shoots you, because this map freaking sucks. And when there are 3 tank destroyers on the enemy team, it makes it impossible to actually do anything, because those 3 TDs just punish you every time you make a poke. It's so freaking annoying. By far the worst map. And it's not even the Type. I can't move up over here, because if I do... Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like, look at this. They outspot me. I was not spotted by the VK-72. I was spotted by a freaking Hori across the map. And there's our Leopard screwing our team over. Like, truly amazing, bruh. Just hate this map so much. Alright. Yep. I'm sorry, VK. Did you try to make a play? That's not allowed. Not on this map, it's not allowed. I've done 2,000 damage, so it's not like I'm doing awful. The easiest way to win on Dead Rail is just don't make plays. That's as simple as it is. In the beginning of the game, I make plays because I have health. But once I've bled that health, there's no point to actually do anything after that. You just get hauled down, you wait for the enemy to make misplays, you bleed him out, and that's about it. Our Leopard is a frickin' bozo, though. Can somebody let me know, is that the same Leopard from the previous game we played? Yep, there you go. Grill kills the 113. Oh, yep, there goes another one of our teammates. But we still have a full health E4. I still have an E3 covering me, so I'm not too worried about that. I think that grill repositioned, to be honest. Alright, there you go. That player's out of the game. I will spot for my E3. See if any tanks are over here. See if I get detected for poking that, first of all. Alright, no. Interesting. I can't move up. If I do, the VZ will shoot me. So, I can't realistically make a play there. There's the VZ. There's the enemy VK-72. Alright, he got shot. Oh, yep, there goes our teammate. Good job. There's the Jagdpanzer. Boom, 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 boom. There's the Hori. There goes all of my health, because it's a Hori, and it never misses, because the tank's bogus. Our E3 doesn't shoot the player that I needed him to. That would have been too helpful. Yep. There you go. That's another defeat. Just like that. I hate this map so much. I really do. There's nothing I can actually say that I like about Dead Rail. It is not a fun map to play on. Nothing about this map is fun, even in the slightest. Yep, there it is. The grill is still camping in the back. Hasn't even been hit once. Was never going to be a win. Never in a million years. Our E3 is a hull-down tank camping in spawn. And as usual, you have these bozo mediums who are told, oh, you don't have to play your medium to the heavy flank. Or you don't have to play your medium to the medium flank. I know that when Peter plays his medium to the heavy flank, he's a skilled enough player to take advantage of the situations and give his teams wins. But the problems that happen is when you play selfishly, and when you play your medium tanks, and all of your mobile vehicles to the heavy flank, you're telling other people that watch you, who look up to you, that, oh, you should do that too. And what actually ends up happening is because the majority of Blitz players are 40%ers, they watch these skilled players make maneuvers that they can't correctly replay, and they end up throwing the game for your team. And that's what exactly happened there. Our Leopard decided that they wanted to drive their medium tank as a 44%er to the heavy flank. If they had gone over to the other side of the map, I wouldn't have had to worry, because then I wouldn't have gotten pushed, right? As a heavy tank, all I need to do on that map is wait. And I did. I did fine. 2,800 for that team is completely fine. The problem occurs when you lose medium flank, and that's exactly what happened. The Hori was able to push right up, the VZ was able to push up, and the moment that happens, you're cooked, because then you're in a situation where you're no longer able to hold, you are just being pushed. Dead Rail is by far one of the worst maps in the game, though, and you saw exactly why. The problem is, the NA meta is everybody drives tank destroyers, and when you're in a heavy and you're trying to poke a ridgeline to bleed the enemy heavies, what actually ends up happening is those freaking tank destroyers in the back shoot you every time, they bleed you, and you get your game ruined. And even though I still had 1,000 health and I was playing passive, you can't do anything. You just sit there and watch, because it's a bull. You're on heavy side in a bowl. And if you try to leave that bowl, what ends up happening is you just get nuked. And it's why the map sucks. You are absolutely useless in heavy. Now, you could say, oh, drive your heavy to the medium flank. And you could. But again, you're too slow to make an impact. If I had driven my heavy to the medium flank, we would have lost the heavy side. Either way, it would have been a loss. Alright. We will use the FE in gravity. But yeah, I don't agree with the playstyle that certain skilled players have of playing their mediums like a heavy. Because as I said, it teaches bad players bad influence. As a skilled player, my role, my impact in the Blitz player base is to teach people how to get better. If I start making videos saying you should play selfish, you should drive your mediums to the heavy flank, the problem is people aren't going to understand when you should and shouldn't do that. And they're just going to drive their mediums to heavy flank every single time, and you're going to get results like that dead rail one, where I'm in a heavy and I get punished because you didn't want to do your job. It's unfortunate, but it's the reality of the situation. Yes, hello, Vulpus. There is no perfect map. They all suck. I agree. Most of the maps in this game suck. Oh my god. So, in other words, it's impossible to use this tank in gravity unless you're ramming people. Alright, good to know. So I might as well just kill myself, like, now. Alright, well. Not really sure what to do. I want to YOLO the Centurion, but it's kind of hard for me to do that right now, isn't it? I can't YOLO the Jagdpanther because I'll die. Well, there you go. Now I need to back up. Oh, we have a Sheridan missile in spawn. Okay, it's just unusable. Yeah. It's just unusable, bro. It's just unusable. What is that? Oh my god. Alright. Well, there you have it. There's your Defender game. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Well, the problem is, once you do it, you kind of just die. So it's like a one-off thing. If you can get a map like Desert Sands where you have the heavies, then it might be usable. But I feel like in general it's not going to be great. That's so goofy. 5-hour gravity FE. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, let me add my donation bar up. I think we still have a couple hours left, right? How long do I have left on it? Yeah, 17 hours. Worth it. Thank you for the donation. All right. What should I play in? What should I play in? Boom, 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 boom. Charioteer 4? Sure. Are we out of gravity? No. Yeah, I don't know, Type 71 wasn't too enjoyable, those two games. It's not really the Type's fault. The Type is a fun vehicle, and it is a very good heavy. It's just, Dead Rail is not a fun map, and the game we had before, we won our team the game easily, but we just didn't have a super enjoyable experience ourselves. Charioteer 4. Alright, and then I'll do the T77, because Vulpus is asking for it, and then after that, I will do the, Damien, are you there? Give me a tank to play. Even Molendyke is rotated out? Yeah, it is. Problem is, I normally like to do replays, but I just forget. I really do. Like, my brain is wired in... Normally, I show my replays. I don't know why. I very rarely show other players' replays, and it's not something that I've never done. Like, a lot of the time, I obviously make reviews on tanks. I show my replays. Whenever I do anything, I show my gameplay. And I don't know. I just forget. I have showcased replays in the past. I've showcased Hytronics and some really good games he played. I think Dizzy sent me a replay in the Waffenträger Alpha 100 that I showcased. So it's not like I don't showcase games. I just completely forget. How you doing, Q Fox? 183, no. No. 183 is a bad influence. Bro, there was somebody on my comment section that was complaining that the BZT-70 got nerfed. Obviously, the BZT-70 is a overpowered tank that... Well, it's not necessarily overpowered. It's a toxic tank, which needed to be nerfed. And they were... Okay. Alright. Okay. I was spotted? From what? What was I spotted from? What? Okay. Alright, Wargaming. Alright. My bad, bro. What was I spotted from? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, whatever. Either way, the BZT-70 got nerfed, and somebody blamed that it was me because I said cringe vehicles that have 950 alpha shouldn't exist in the game. And good. I'm glad it got nerfed. They have a 92E1, and that player hasn't been spotted at all. So, not exactly sure what to do here. Yep, there it is. There it is. The Chris Kringler. Are they AFK? Oh, please be AFK. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mr. Krabs. Wow, what amazing high explosive rolls we are getting here, guys. Alright, either way, they're out of the game. We got really lucky. I did not want to have to fight a T92A1. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. The Charioteer is a really, really good tier 9, I should say. DPM is nice, the accuracy is nice, everything about this tank is really good. The alpha is really good, and because of that, it does make this tank actually really fun to play. And you can see that, I mean, we're ripping out damage right now. I actually didn't get spotted from that, that's surprising. I'll probably be spotted by that. No, I am not spotted by the ST-1. Now we are, but surprised I wasn't before. I'm pretty sure we'll out-reload this ST-1, so I will load in a gold shell, get a nice pen. Leave the IS-8, who's not looking at me right now, so we're naming on the IS-8 lower plate. Damn, that was just awful. What was that game? I can't pen the IS-8 because I'm running rammer, but... Oh my god, it's like my shells have a magnet to not go where I'm aiming. Well, we can pen the turret with gold, so I will do that. Like, I seriously don't know what the heck my RNG was doing there, guys. That's the downside of running rammer, though, right? The upside of running rammer is that you have more DPM. The downside is that I could have loaded gold and penned that IS-8 3 times over, but because I ran rammer, I couldn't pen him at all. Holy RNG, yeah, it's my life. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we have not gotten spotted yet. We have the Contra Caro, we have the IS-8. I'm going to ignore you. Shoot the IS-8. Keep on going over here. And take the IS-8 out of the game. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Alright. Once again, I don't even understand it, guys. I really don't. I try to. I really do. My brain tries to comprehend what is going on. But sometimes it's hard. Nice. Load in a high explosive. There you go. We still had a really good game. 5,200 damage. But that was really cringe. Droodles has been getting bad RNG so many times that he isn't even phased. Yeah, I'm never surprised, bruh. We still aced it. We still got 4 kills. And we still absolutely carried that game. But it's just crazy. Higher win rate, the worse your RNG gets. I swear, QFox, I swear that's the case. I mean, I feel like it's the easiest way that Wargaming could hurt your chances of winning without technically messing with the matchmaking. Hello, Antonio. Nice to see you on the stream. I like the idea of a high damage tank until the reality of how toxic it is sets in. Yeah, I mean, the BZT-70, 910, or I don't know what I think it's 910 alpha on the standard, then it has 1200 damage high explosive. That's not good for the game. I think the tank should be balanced just like the Caliban. The player should be punished for driving the tank. If you want to use a vehicle that does 1200 damage, you should not have really good armor paired with it. You should be in a tank that has no armor, no DPM, no accuracy. All it has is hit points and a gun. That's all it is as a heavy. So everybody can farm you, but occasionally you'll get a game where you deal a lot of damage. I think that's how it should be balanced. Because what I don't want is people rolling around in BZT-70s ruining your fun and experience because they spent money. What do you think the most common tank to see in a battle? 183. It's not even a debate. I guess the Frosty is also super duper seen, but apart from that, the 183. Boom, 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 boom. And if you don't believe me on the Frosty, you think like, oh, what the heck are you talking about the Frosty? Go into tier 6. And if you still don't believe me, go to blitzanalysis.com and go to the most played tanks. The Frosty is like the #1. Hard to snipe in a light. I mean, the whole point of a light tank is to kind of snipe. You're not really supposed to be fighting the enemy at close range. Light tanks are supposed to outspot and deal damage from a distance. So I don't actually agree with that at all. You should be flanking in light tanks. You should be distracting in light tanks. You should not be the center of attention, though. Playing your light tank aggressive, unless it's a Sheridan, is stupid. Oh, yeah, I mean the AMX, but it's not the Frosty. Why am I running vents? Because I can. Yeah, what do you guys say to that? Ha ha ha. Oh, it's an IS-6. I would never have penned that because the IS-6 has ridiculously overpowered levels of armor. Well, you know what? I'll take 91 damage. I could have shot the IS-6 because I didn't think he was just going to... There it is. The enemy team must YOLO. It's the NA server, after all. And I have to reload. I'm not going to shoot the SU. I'm going to shoot the Emil, because that tank's the big threat. Nice tracking shell once. Another nice shot. There you go. 859 damage. I mean, the T77 is an overpowered tank. There's no doubt about that. The level of damage output this thing has it's ridiculous. I mean, the DPM isn't even bad. It's not great DPM, but it doesn't need to be. I mean, look at this. Full health SU-122. Let's see how much damage I can deal to that tank. You ready? 384 and 406. We brought that tank down to about 160 health after 2 shots. And then I just sit in cover, wait 20 seconds, and then I can do it all again. It's not good for the game. It's not. This tank is completely overpowered. It's really funny to me when Martimator tried saying, oh, you know, it's not that good. Yeah, bro. This tank's bad. Look at it. It's terrible, bro. Truly awful. I don't want to be shot by the Emil. I'd rather get shot by the IS-5, because he only has 1 shot, and I will out-reload him. Am I just going to get yelled? Here it is. Here it is. I'm Droodles. So therefore, I shall be tunneled. Alright, well, I won't out-reload the second shell. Never mind. I will light him on fire and kill him. Okay, let's back up, because this tank reverses pretty fast. Got our second shell into you. That shell that just hit us was from the AMX AC. So we'll chill and cover and wait. The NA server is the goated? Yes, it is. This is why I restored the T77. Did you restore it before the Barask? Bro, what? Let's go for your big hatch in the back. There's 359, 351. Yeah, did you restore it before you restored the Barask? Alright. Oh, well, I guess I'm not getting any damage into you. SU-130, HE's him for 690 or 590. It's going to be hard to balance this new TD line. I agree. I do agree. I think skilled players are absolutely going to dominate. 3,700 damage. I mean, it's just a stupid tank. T77 shouldn't exist the way it does, but it does. The way you balance autoloaders like this is 2 options. A is you make the DPM really bad. Why does this tank have 2,139 DPM? That's more than the average 400 alpha heavy, That doesn't make sense. 1500 DPM is what it should have. That would give the clip reload about 25 seconds, maybe 24, and then it stops you from being able to be a dominant heavy in terms of damage output. Second option is nerfing the intra clip. Instead of having a 2.5 second shell reload between shots, you make it 5 seconds. That way, it takes you longer to deal the damage, and it punishes you if you over-aggress and gives the enemy time to bleed you in return. Those are the two ways you balance the tank. Wargaming took neither of those options, and that's why it's overpowered. Oh, I restore the brass first, okay. What do you think is the best IS series tank? Well, there's a lot of IS vehicles, right? We have tier 7, we have tier 8, we have tier 9, and even tier 10 heavies, right? We have IS-4, IS-7, IS-8, and then we keep going, IS-2SH, we have the IS-5, IS-6, IS-3, KV-3 IS, IS-2 1945, and IS-2 shielded. So there's a lot. Out of all the IS tanks that currently exist, which one's the best? I don't know. IS-3 Defender's pretty good too, but the gun on that tank is just so freaking awful that it makes it hard to actually enjoy the vehicle. You know what? I'm going to say the IS-2SH, unironically. This tank is really, really good. The armor got buffed massively to a point where it actually gets bounces. It has reactive. It has tungsten. It has the ability to deal damage. It has the ability to have gun depression. I think this is the best of all the IS tanks right now. Is it? IS-4 is better than IS-7? I disagree. The IS-4 just doesn't have the pushing potential or holding potential that the IS-7 does. I think the IS-4 in most games is completely outclassed by the Object 260, the 113, and the WZ-5A. IS-4 is underrated? No, it's just mid. It's just mid. If you compare the IS-4 in Blitz to the IS-4 in Lesta, it's just... Boom, 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 boom. I asked Damie if he wanted to see me play a tank, and I don't think he said one. Damie! Pick a tank you want me to play and you shitter. Unless you did, and I didn't see it, but I don't see that. No, I don't think you ever did. I love the IS-3 Defender. Not saying it's better. Yeah, the IS-3 Defender is pretty mid. 252? Well, the 252 is not a IS series tank because it's called the Object 252, so it doesn't count. IS stands for Iosif Stalin, so... is it pronounced Joseph Stalin? I know we called him Joseph Stalin, but I think it's actually Iosif. Either way, that's what the IS stands for, so because of that, no, it's not an IS tank. Bring back IS-4 meta. I would like to see the IS-4 be back to what it originally was, which is a super dense heavy with a lot of hit points. Wargaming, I guess, said the... oh, we got a free high explosive. Ooh. My guess is that Wargaming thought to themselves, the Type 71 is too similar to the IS-4, so they wanted to change it, but I just don't understand why they changed a tank that was so similar for so many years. I'm not really worried about the, ooh. I'm not worried about the Borsig. I'm not worried about the Astron. The Emil is the player that is the big threat right now. Nice. See, like, I don't think the other IS series tanks would hit that shot, to be honest. I really don't. I don't know what the... Oh, I'm going to put on reactive. I'm going to HCU. Boom. 559. That's where having reactive and tungsten are a great combination, because not only can you deal huge... Oh, that's not what I want. Alright, well, we're going to take this player out of the game. There you go. That's an important clear. And then we can move up over here. And we can continue. Alright, Tiger just shot. 371. Borsig's dead. Poob. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 398. Yeah, we can see, though, why this tank is actually pretty good. I mean, it's got all the strengths that you would want in a heavy. It's got DPM, it's got armor, it's got still pretty good pen values, as we can see. Nice 500 roll there. And it also has mobility. It goes upwards of 40. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to push this dead Borsig corpse just a little bit out. This way, I can use it as cover and shoot the enemy T-34. There you go. Get a nice bounce. Move up. T-34 is cooked at this point. Put on my reactive, not that I need it, but I'll use it anyway. See if we can hit that Sherman. Damn. I was really hoping I could, but he backed up. Alright, well, we have the Astron, who is not going to cross that. Alright, well, at this point, pretty easy win. We did over 3,000 damage, and it is a good showcase of this tank. It's nice. It is actually really nice. And you can see it's pretty mobile for the most part. I mean, put on my tungsten, get a nice 352. I was kind of high explosive him, but then he got shot, so I guess not. Run, Sherman. I don't think it was going to make a difference, Borsig. I don't think he was going to live any longer. Well, we got to win. What am I announcing the giveaway thing? It's only been like 4 days. It's going to be in at least another week or so. Alright, Damie just died, I guess, because he doesn't want to pick a tank. So, I'll do it Q-Fox once, which is the FV215b and 183. But yeah, this tank's great. I mean, 4,200 damage. Pretty easy game. We blocked a lot. The buffs seriously did allow this tank to be a hell of a lot stronger. And because of that, it's actually pretty fun now. So I'm not going to sit here and hate on the tank. I think it's pretty good. I think that out of all the Soviet heavies, this is the one I'd pick. Let's do the 183 so that we can, you know, get a super easy win. I'm going to keep Callie on this tank. Meow for daddy. For $15 of your currency. Let's see how much money that is. Alright, let's see. That is 0.13. Oh, wait, no. That's one... Wait. You're in Hong Kong. That's pretty cool. Nice to see someone in China. So it's a $2 donation. That's not awful, actually. That's not awful. Living in China would be pretty cool. Except for, you know, some of the political things, but apart from that, China would be cool. I just don't have the effort to learn an entirely new language, especially one of the most challenging languages in the world. Well, here's your meow. Meow. Bro, where's our 183 going? I can't even pronounce that guy's name. Matt Gomp? What is that? Matt Gomp. Matter Gomp. Why did our Type 71 climb all the way up here to then just drive down? Like, what? Boom, 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 boom. Really hoping that they have a 183 back there. That would be great. Come on. Yep, that works. Why? Why? How does that miss? I mean, bro's still getting absolutely blasted, but not by me. Not by me. Bro meowed. I mean, meowing really isn't that big of a deal if you think about it. Well, it's already one of these games. Close. So close. But no cigar. 183 is fun, but not every game you play in the 183 is going to benefit you in the way that you want. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I can do the same thing, dude. Like, you're not special, Chungus. I mean, you are special, but special ed. Bruh, there goes all of my damage. That's so tragic. Damn, bruh. Welp. Maybe, if I ignore all of this, I can get a shell into the IS-7. In other words, I won't, because... Oh. I'll take it. 425 is better than nothing. I was worried the mouse is going to kill him, so I didn't get the shell. Or I didn't fire an AP, but whatever. Like how Chungus is complaining about his team. Don't drive a 183 then. I always find it funny. People complain about their team, and then they're in a 183. Don't drive a 183. Don't complain about your team. It's very simple. If you don't want your team to suck, don't drive in a tank that has very little impact in the results of the game. It's that basic. It's that basic. This is not a tank that's going to make an impact in the battles. So even if you do 2,000 damage, 1,300 of it was on me. In other words, pretty useless, because I'm going to camp anyway. I keep getting mediums that camp like TDs. That's unfortunate. 78 HK. How much is that? Alright, wait. We got to do the math again. Alright, here we go. Let me get out the, oh, damn, where'd my calculator go? Here we go. 78. $9.94. Do I watch popcorn at night? I love popcorn, bro. I like sweet, like kettle corn, though. Kettle corn's the best. Getting freaky. Thank you for the donation, though. Appreciate it, man. Okay. All I'll say is this. Anybody that hasn't watched it or said that they don't watch it is lying. Like, I'm not ashamed to say that I've watched porn before. God forbid. Yes, God forbid. I don't think it's really as big of a deal as people make it out to be. Like, it's... I think I read online. Let me double check before I say it. But I think I read like 80% of the internet is 18 plus. How much of the internet is boom boom boom? Oh, it's 4%. Never mind. Never mind. It says only 4% of websites are estimated to be. But web and mobile searches clock in at higher 13 to 20%. So that's what it is. We'll say about 20% of the internet usage is for not so safe stuff. Which is honestly not as much as I thought, but it also said weekly, so that means, wait, actually no, that is a lot. That means 1 in 5 searches have to do with porn, bro. That's hilarious. Alright. What's kettle? Okay. Can't wait for the next donation to come in from that guy. We all know it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, hey, if you want to keep donating, be my guest. Alright, what's next? What do you think is the best defender tank other than the FVE? The FVE is not a very good defender, so I wouldn't have said it was the best anyway. It's really not a good tank. I think offhand I'd say the Defender Mark 1, but let me double check all the defenders. So let me go to tier 8. And starting off, we have none in Blitz Nation. Do we have any defenders in tier 7 Blitz Nation? I'm just double checking in case I'm forgetting any. The problem with the defenders is that they're all based off their nation. So what do we have? We have the AMX Defender, which is the light tank. Right there. We have the IS-3 Defender and the T-28 Defender. And then, you know, I'm going to go to Blitzkit and type in Defender, because there's always there's the TSL-7 Defender, There's always some goofy vehicle that I'm going to forget. So if I type in Defender, so we have FE Defender, T28 Defender, AMX Defender, IS3 Defender, Defender Mark 1, Carnarvon Defender, TSL-7 Defender. Okay, those are all the vehicles I was thinking of. Yeah, the Defender Mark 1 is the best out of all of them. T28 Defender is probably the second best. Then I'd say the IS3 Defender. Then I'd probably say the Carnarvon Defender, and then the TSL-7 and the FE are probably tied. AMX Defender is pretty mid, too. Alright, what's next? Let's do... We had a donation for the FE in Gravity, and the game lasted like 2 minutes. Let me do a FE game in pubs and see how it works. I'll be honest, I don't love this tank. I really don't. It has some really good mechanics, but it's also so freaking slow, and... I don't love this tank. That's really simple as it is. The gun on this tank is not nearly as good as it should be. I don't have the Defender Mark 1, but it's the best. I hate that tank because I always get nuked in tunnel. Well, yeah, it does like, it's what, 180 damage per shot. Is it 180 or 190? All I know is it does like 700 and something potential clipping damage. It has crazy good pen, 10 degrees of gun depression, solid mobility, and a turret that you literally can't pen. It's stupid. I spent 18 US on my Defender Mark 1. Bro's got amazing autocorrect. Alright, fine. You need help, Vickers? I'll help you. But if I get rushed for helping you, I'm gonna be hella pissed. Freaky Blitz, yeah. Alright. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I think the FE could benefit from having half the shells with double the alpha. That would do the exact same thing. It would still deal the exact same damage. The problem with the FE is not the amount of shells it has. The problem with the FE is the amount of damage it deals. It needs to deal about 750, in my opinion, in the clip. Because you're never penning every shot. Like, it's just a fact. You're never penning every shot in this tank. So what ends up happening is, like, look at that, 123. Most of the times you shoot, you're not really dealing much damage. And at that point, you could have just driven, like, a T92E1 and done so much more. Okay, we didn't do a single damaging shot to that guy. Ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you. I just am playing the FV Defender. I like how everybody, or not everybody, but there's people every now and then that get disappointed that, like, okay, thank you 50TP for completely blocking me, my guy. Yes, are we going to continue blocking me? Of course we will. Freaking bozo. It's alright, we still got some damage into the KB4. The thing that's interesting about this vehicle is you basically can't low roll. Because you deal all the damage in 10 shots. So each shell evens out, and in average you deal just about 500. Every single time you'll deal just about 500. Here, watch, I'll prove it. We have the 75, we're naming on his alert plate, and I can't pen him. Okay. I literally can't pen the 75 at all. Wow, that's fun. It's fun driving a Tier 9 and not being able to pen another Tier 9 at all because I decided to run Rammer. That's really fun. Oh, there you go. 504. That's exactly what I was referring to. Good job, SU. That was a great play. It's just hard to deal damage in this tank sometimes. Well, it looks like our Orakic 5 disappeared. Alright, well, we didn't really do anything, because this tank doesn't really do anything. That's why I don't love this tank that much. It just doesn't really deal damage. Alright, I'll do the Defender Mark 1. Because if I don't, you'll be like, Oh, I keep forgetting it's not Blitz Nation. They need to make the Defender tanks Blitz Nation. I understand that it has, like, the British flag on it or whatever, but it's, like, really annoying to constantly search for a vehicle because it's not part of that tree. Please play the E50 Tier 9. Sure, I'll play it. Is there anything in the shop worth getting right now? Yes. You should press the shop at the bottom of my screen and then donate. No AI thumbnail and only 130 viewers. I think it actually has to do with the time I'm streaming. It's a lot later. The other streams I was doing were a lot earlier. And I think that has to do with the amount of viewers, honestly. But yes, I do think AI thumbnail does get more viewers, and I will continue using AI thumbnails if I keep getting more viewers with it. And if people get mad, then deal with it. If you're so mad because I used a thumbnail, even though the content's exactly the same, then I'm not sure what you're complaining about. Bro's being pushed by his Stritzvon. I don't love this. This is bad. Our T90, whatever, is not smart enough to back up. I'm still reloading. Once I get my shells, I should be fine. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and 4. But I'm cooked. I'm absolutely cooked. Like, what am I supposed to do here? This guy's gonna die, and I need to start running. Good, shoot me. That gives my, oh, perfect. Actually, if I go this way, I'm completely fine. Because my heavies finally figured out what was going on. Okay. Well, I might lose 600 health to you, but you know what? You're going to lose a lot more to me, dude. You're going to lose a lot more to me. Yep. That's what makes this tank so dumb. It just has so much damage output. Oh, look, our full Panzer Panther, which did literally nothing the whole game until now. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this tank's stupid. This is why I played this tank in ratings. What likely holds the GOAT? I don't know what you mean by that, Oracle. Thank you for the donation again. I appreciate it. I'll read what you said in a second. Hooah! Such a dumb tank. What's likely to hold the GOAT? I don't know what you mean. You're gonna have to try that again. I don't know what that means. Stupid autocorrect? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Well, either way, pretty easy game. There you go. But if you are wondering about something to purchase in shop right now, I mean, the Defender Mark 1 for 7,500 gold isn't awful, and the Kampfpanzer isn't terrible either, but they are kind of expensive. Wait for the auctions to come out. Defender Mark 1 needs to be nerfed. It won't be. It's a premium. Premiums don't get nerfed. Do you think the T49 should have a buff pen? No, I think the T49 is completely fine. And you know what? Just because you mentioned it, let's play it. I'll keep Callie on the T49 as well. Stayer Waffenträger? Alright, I'll do that right after the T49 game. Tanks are always cheaper in the auctions. Well, I don't know if they're always cheaper. Last year's auctions were not very good. When they did the 150 tank auction or whatever it wasn't good. A lot of the deals were pretty mid, and I remember saying that. What's it like to hold the gyat of someone you love? So, gyat is butt, for anybody that doesn't know. What's it like to hold the butt of someone you love? Good? I don't know. I mean, the comment's a little goofy, because I'm trying to understand what you mean by that. Good, I think. Yes. You gotta slap them cheeks, right? Easy. Gotta slap them cheeks. Or should I say clap? Thank you for the donation. I know that he's gonna keep typing some interesting things as the stream goes on. I'll probably be streaming for another 30 minutes or so. World of Freaky. Send him to the dungeon. Listen, he can be freaky for all he wants. If he keeps paying me, I don't care. Oh, got the Tiger 2 over here. Interesting. There's high explosive for you. Of course, I could have penned him with heat, but I don't know what he's doing, to be real. Watch this. Yes. Come on, go. Speed! Okay. We made it. Alright, there's the SU. Let's keep the dough rolling. Exactly. I'll take it. The thing about the T49 is you don't really need to aim. You just shoot high explosive and you get some damage. Like, why bother spending all that time aiming? Trying to hit, like, a weak spot when I don't have to. Good job, STA. Oh, aiming. There you go. There it is. There it is. That SU-130 took it like a good boy, bruh. He is no longer enjoying that. Speaking of getting their Giot slapped. Well, here's my sacrifice. Let's see the Argonaut become an astronaut in gravity mode. You mean the sacrifice? What sacrifice? I'm the one who suffers. Can't... Oh, you know what? I can pen you with heat. Okay. I guess I can't. I guess I can't. Oh. I'm getting out of here. That AMX is going to try and rush me. I'm going to flank all the way wide. There's a Gosu player. There's the Defender. Alright. Oh, 746. That's gotta hurt. If I chill right here, I should be okay. This Emil is really failing me, though. Like, it's not that hard to pen your shots. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Emil. $549. Now I need to back up. I'm probably dead. I mean, there's only so much I can do in these games. Yeah. I did everything I could have to win our team this battle. We have 2 Kraken players, one of which has... Like, what are we guys doing? What are we doing, bruh? Can't carry every game. Yep. I can't carry every game. Alright, I don't know what our Emil was doing in that game. I really don't. But let's take a look at the post-game results. Yeah, I mean, 3,800 damage in a tier 8, bro. What do you want from me? I can't do more. Alright. Argonaut and Stayer Waffenträger. Your suffering is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Also add in the ground tank. Well, you didn't say gravity, so I guess I'll do the ground tank and pubs. The Stayer should have a small liner, by the way. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Oh. What? I don't understand this. So I got a message from someone. Today. It says, I was wondering your full opinion about the Type 5 Heavy right now. And they're not in my server anymore, and they got banned. I don't know if they got banned or what. I don't know what happened. Let me see. Let me go to the welcome page. Yeah, they're not in the server anymore. I don't understand. Why would somebody join my server, ask me a question, and then 4 hours later when I'm about to reply to them, just, like, leave? Unless they said something that got them banned. Damie, I've asked, like, 8 times for you to pick a tank you want me to play, and you just, like, died on me, so... You poob. Oh, AMX. Okay. Alright. Okay, then. Reload the clip and back up. Did our pro gooner in the chat disappear? I think he may have. One. Okay. I wish this thing's intra-clip was a little faster. Whoever says the N-word first, I'll pay you $500. Neighbor. You didn't say which N-word. Now you owe me $500. Okay. Alright. Ow. Ow. Yes, I know. Play the BZ75. Your favorite? What do you mean your favorite? You mean my favorite. But sure, I'll play the BZ. I was playing Blitz. Okay. 208. 227. Not terrible. Nice. Nipple. Okay. Nipple. AMX is running away. KV2 does poke, though. We got one shell into the KV2. Not able to get any more. But I guess one's better than none. Alright, let's flank. Let's put on our speed boost. Let's try and head into the enemy spawn. One thing about this tank is it's quite quick. Is the AMX still there? No. There's the Stayer, and there's the AMX. Well, I will full speed as quick as I can. Keep on going, keep on going. Bonk. Let's reload. Let's drive into cover. Alright, I'm loading a high explosive clip. 4, 3, oh, there's the Stayer. 236. Oh, boom, boom. Ha, 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 ha. Bro, there's no way you just missed me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, we won. Can you play a tier 1 tank? Bro, I liked your sus questions more than that donation. Can we go back to the other ones? I'll give you the rule I give everybody. 3 minutes in queue. Because that's how long the average game is. If we sit in queue for 3 minutes and don't get a game, then we'll have to go past it. Alright, I have to do the Argonaut in gravity. 'Cause I'm a star man. When Droodles hit a better shot, he glazed the tank so bad. Yeah, bro, I covered it in glaze. What's the minimum weight of a tank to be called a super heavy? I mean, in my opinion, there's two different criteria for super heavy. A is the size. Even if a tank doesn't have a crazy amount of armor, if it's the size of a Type 5 heavy, I still consider it a super heavy. But I would say if we're talking about minimum weight requirements, I would probably say about 80 tons. Anything over 80 tons I consider a super heavy. Alright, move out of my way, bozo. Move. See, the problem with playing the Argonaut in Gravity is I'm not really playing the Argonaut. I'm just kind of... Well, I'm just playing a tank destroyer with no armor, so I just kind of camp, and that's the average gameplay that you expect from this vehicle. That was a goated shot. You guys gotta agree. That was like crazy. David Bowie. What's wrong with David Bowie? It's great how in Australia the ping is lower on NA than APAC. That's really weird. Alright. Okay, that one was awful. Interesting. Okay, nice. Move out of my way, Sheridan. Nice. Nobody will hit me. I'm not worried. Nobody's skilled enough to hit these shots. Say the K word. Wait, what? What am I reading? There's the Sheridan. Ooh-ah! Reload! Let's jump in the air. There's nobody I can hit right now, but... Ah! This game has been so mid so far. Alright, let's see if we can get this BZ. Okay. At least he's gone. I don't have to deal with him anymore. Deal with him. I like how our Sheridan's just been camping the whole game. You know he's an effective player when that's his... Okay. I really just want to push this guy off a cliff, like, so badly. Oh, now you want to move. You freaking penis. Wow, that was a great missile. That's the worst missile I've actually ever seen in my existence of playing this game. I have never seen somebody fail more in my life than that shot right there. Okay. That was truly... Okay. Alright. That was truly the worst missile I've ever seen. Can you sing a song for us? It's gotta be more than $2 to hear me sing. L. Oh, come on. Unspotted? Unspotted. Unspotted. Okay. Alright, what's next? I think it was the ground tank, and then we get a tier 1 battle. I can't wait! Didn't say gravity, so I'm going to pubs. It's kind of funny. You'd think that I prefer game modes, but I actually don't. Alright. Can I sing Cupid? I don't even know what that song is. I don't listen to rap. I'll be honest. I really don't. Oh, yeah, and the BZ. That's right. The BZler. What do we have? VK45, 45 TP. That's it. Oh, and I guess they have a Progetto. Alright. Well, we'll see what happens here. It's not rap? Oh. Well, I still don't know it. Let's fall back? No. How about you do your job as a tank destroyer and support the heavies, which is what you're supposed to do. Oh, I know you prefer pubs. That's the additional suffrage factor. Ha ha ha. Problem with the game modes is I just never found them that fun. I don't know. Can you sing APT? I don't even know what that is. I'll be honest. Thank you for the donation, but I don't know what that is. Hello there, VK. Where do you pen me? Ah, just right through the turret. Okay. I don't understand this vehicle. Its armor should not be that easy to pen. Like, the whole point of this tank is to have, like, goofy armor, and it just doesn't. The gun's not the worst, at least. I should sing, The Thick of It. I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. From the ring to the pen to the king. That's my bling. I don't know the rest of the words. Oh my god. Get freaking touched, my guy. My god, this thing's so slow. It's so slow. Okay, well, we penned him. Droodles is 28. I am definitely not 28. I have no clue where you got that idea from. My music knowledge is limited. My music knowledge is pretty vast, but when it comes to, like, classic rock and songs like that. Immediately lost all of his viewers? Yes, good. I want to lose them all. Come here. Ooh, 580. This thing does clap when you're able to get those high explosive shells out. Not bad. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Yeah, 3,000 damage. Great. We got the tier 1 battle. I can't wait. I really can't. Wait, there's a medium in tier 1? Oh, let's play the R35. Got to use the most armored one. Oh, yeah. I've already have it equipped, you know, just from experience. If you do the 5-hour ATEX stream, please post about the timing beforehand. I don't think we're going to make enough money for the 5-hour ATEX stream, because I'm probably going to end this stream very soon, and we're only about 30% of the way there, and I'm probably going to increase the donation goal tomorrow. I don't know what that song is. ATP. ATP Rose. Rose and Bruno Mars is a Korean word meaning apartment. Are you Korean? I think you're... I mean, you're in Hong Kong if you're paying with Hong Kong currency. It is a Korean and English song by Rose. Oh, I see. APT, not ATP. APT. That's what I typed in. Lyrics. Kissy face sent on your phone. I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Bro, what is this song? And then I've got like a bunch of Korean words. I'd have to actually listen to the song, which I can't do right now because it would copyright the channel. Droodles play the E50 or scream Minecraft movie quotes. Oh, I said I was going to do the E50. I'll do that as well. I'll do that as well. Stream for 24 hours? No. Unless somebody pays me like $5 grand. Lich 5 Grandler. Alright. Well, we've been in queue for 2 minutes now, so we have about 30 more seconds of queue before I give up. Why are we trying to get Droodles to sing K-pop? I don't know, Dragon Krieg. I don't know. I don't know the song. I know one Chinese, or I don't know what the song. I think it's Chinese where they say the N-word like 80 times. Ding 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 dong. That's funny. Alright, well there's 3 minutes in queue. I don't know what to tell you. This is the problem with tier 1 is that you just sit in queue. Go back to the sus donations. I don't want to sing. Alright. BZ75, and then I'll do the E50. Le BZ. Let me go to the other gun. Somebody donated for me to use the not derp gun, the 12.8. Actually, no. I think it's a 13 centimeter. If Droodles never heard of BTS, I might be surprised. I've heard of BTS. I had a girlfriend in high school who absolutely loved BTS. Like, could not get over BTS. I don't really care for BTS, to be honest. I don't know. I don't really care for K-pop that much. I never really listened to it, to be honest. But I think BTS is chill. So that's what I'll say. Alright. Here we go. How much to donate to let Flossie out? I think $50. I think that's fair, right, Hicks? I mean, I'll let him out of the first locked room. Have you heard of the R35 glitch on Himmelsdorf? No. Again, it's, does it launch the tank into the sky? Didn't BTS join the military? I think that was something that was going on, because you're mandatory military conscription or something. Make a video on the grill. Maybe I will. Whoever donates for a video, I will make a video on that tank tonight. I can't do anything to the Rhino. Like, it's physically not possible for me to actually do anything to that tank, so not really sure what I should do. I hate the Rhino. I think it's an absolutely cringe tier 10 to fight. Oh. Yeah, bozo. I'm glad I kind of wiggled my tank so that he'd have a hard time penning me, and it worked perfectly. Alright, I'm going to put on my adrenaline, and we're going to roll around the corner. And this Rhino is not going to enjoy my company, because he's going to be down a lot of health. Hello, Mr. Rhino. Minus 768. Thank you. Make a video on the T49. Alright, we got $2 on the T49. If anybody bids higher than that, then I'll play a different tank. Oh. It's just, it feels so good when you're able to get this thing to work. Alright, Rhino's dead. Which is good. 183 just shot, which means I can move up on him. Load in a high explosive. Aiming, aiming. Really? I guess that's spaced armor. Well. The more you know. Reloading. This 5041 is going to be hit pretty hard if he allows me to see his lower plate. Which he does. 773. This thing just chunks, bruh. It chunks so hard. I'm gonna pretend like I have a shot. Poke it again. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bro fell for it. Nice. 639. Back up before the T100 can hit me. Reloading again. That may have been a poor play from that T100. Bye-bye. They still have a 183 alive over here, which is a bit of a problem. And they still have the mouse, who managed to bounce me. There you go, 682. Oh, the 183's over there. That Kampfpanzer is alive, and he's hopefully going to be able to distract them for me. See if I can light him on fire. Nope. Really hoping I could. That KPZ is doing a good job, though. I'll give him credit. He's holding this line over here. There you go. Nice. Clears that player. That's exactly what I need. Good job, Kampfpanzer. Alright, I'm not worried about that player at all. Got the mouse over here, which I physically can't pen. Just gonna wait. Just going to wait. Nice. That player's dead. Nice. 572. I get the bounce. T100 really wants to tunnel me. You should look at the base cap, my T100. Alright. Reloading. Reloading. Going to ignore you. Load in a high explosive. There you go. 429. Why bother trying to pen when I can just load high explosive and, you know, not have to? Uh-huh. Yep, bye-bye. And... ah. Well, that was a pretty good game. That was a really good game. 6,800 damage, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6,863 damage, 4,000 blocked, and we finished top on the team. That's pretty good if you ask me. Yeah, this tank's... it's a bop. It really is. I don't know if I'll use that for a replay, but I will star it. Alright. What's next? What's next? That Kampfpanzer 70 cooked. He did his job, which was pretty basic, but I'll give him credit. He did his job. E50. I said I'd do the E50. I was hoping I could get that final shell into the T100, because then I would have been at 7k, but it's alright. That mouse really screwed their team. 2,900 DPM? I didn't realize E50 had that much damage per minute, to be real. Doesn't get any special consumables or anything, but still pretty good DPM. Alright, well, this will be the last game on stream. So after this, if there's any donations, I'll keep going. Apart from that, we'll end it off. I'm honestly surprised our Hong Kong Hoobler didn't type any more interesting comments. The first three were sus, and then they went to kind of normal. Although, the Sing one was interesting. Alright. At this point, having players do their job properly is actually cooking. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, it's hard for me to fully compliment a player. And, you know, it's just hard for me to fully compliment a player when, at the same time, they did the bare minimum. They shot the Ritter, which was common sense, and then shot the 183, which was common sense. It was a good play. I will give them credit. It was a good play. But, like, I expect most people to have enough brain cells to do that. I'm the only one here, of course. We love Blitz. Is the E50 has the hull of an E75? No. Its armor is not nearly as good as E75. Think of it more as a Tiger II, except it has a very weak lower plate. It's just its own tank. It's just like a lower tier German heavy brought to a higher tier. Alright, let's see. Carnarvon, we got all these tanks over here. I'm worried about tank destroyers shooting me. There's the Emil, there's the SFV. Okay. There's the T30. Yes, a good play from the SMV there. Ooh, wow. You want to write a book about that one, my dude. I have a feeling that T30 is going to try and tunnel me, so I'm going to go fully low. That way, if the T30 pokes around, won't be able to hit me. Okay. Cringe. I need to get that SMV out of the game. Okay. Alright, bro. Alright. Hatches me. Rolls 440. After I outplay him, put my tank in the right spot. So dumb. Yeah, okay. It just hatches me again? Wow. No. Get out of the game. Like, actually. Get out of the freaking game, my guy. Hatches me twice. That is so bogus on so many levels. Like, what even is that? Ah, great. Great. I got a defender on my rear. My armor is not working at all. Yep. Wow. Hatched. Just hatched 2 times in a row. I don't have words to explain my anger. Like, I just cannot believe that. Some bozo who's probably a 40%er hits that. Alright, we'll do one more game. That was a really lame battle. We'll do one more. E50 is an awful tank. No, it's not a bad tank. I don't know how me getting hatched 2 times calls a tank bad. It's really not. It's a good tank. Just nothing you can do when you get hit for 900 of your health by a tank that shouldn't even have been able to hit you. Alright, let's see. I'll pick the last game. He's a better player, yeah, definitely. I'm so worried about him, bro. Well, usually better players don't die, you know. He still lost to me, just took away my fun. Let's see how much I rage with the AMX M4. Gonna take off sandbag, gonna put on food, and then I'm gonna take off this and put on protective kit. Yeah, the E50 is not bad. It's just not great either. It's kind of average. That's the best way to describe it. Well, I think Oracle left. I think they died. Stop running rammer. Bro, you're literally like a 45%er. I don't want to hear it. I've seen your account. I've seen it. Those clips of Droodles was raging, and a lot of them were in this tank. Ah, yes, I remember that. I remember the Winter Malinovka game still. I hate this game sometimes, bro. Wargaming really ruined the gun on this tank. Alright. Well, I don't... Oh, no, I do have support. Ah. Yeah, goodbye, Fosh. It was nice knowing you. It wasn't. I lied, but goodbye. I shall move up. Yep. Bye-bye, Fosh. Bro didn't even do any damage. Well, he shot the 5A once, but, like, that was it. Pretty tragic. Nobody's back here. We have the VK-72 in front, so... Oh, the VK's just YOLOing. Okay. Surprised that hit, honestly. For how inaccurate this vehicle is, that's very shocking. Alright, am I spotted? Yep, I am. I don't really care, though. I mean, first of all, the fact that the Sheridan rolled me for that much is complete bogus. I mean, let's be real. That is complete and utter bogus. Second of all, I don't really care. The Sheridan can tunnel me all day, because what's going to end up happening here is I'm going to push them, and they're going to die. And they're starting to realize that. They're starting to realize, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be playing this aggressive. Well, maybe they aren't realizing it. What are you going to do to me? What are you going to do? Yeah. I don't understand. I just want to know what's going through their minds. Like, they're literally, yeah, like, what did you think was going to happen playing this aggressive? 356. That is a roll. Not a good one, but it's a roll. 356 from a 450. Okay. Well, we're not doing bad. We're up to 2,500 damage. And what I'd really like is to be able to get behind the Badger and pen a high explosive. And there you go. That puts us over 3k, just like that. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to deal any more. But we had a decent game. Yeah, that Jag is most likely going to kill that player. And there you go. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Not a bad stream. Nothing crazy today. We did have some good battles, though. I'd say overall we probably averaged close to 4,000 damage in Tier 10. Just not the most fun E50 or Type 71 games. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. If you want to see more content like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.